All right, what is going on YouTube? We are back. Today, we're gonna do a full day of eating. So I want to basically just show you guys everything that I'm eating during the day. It's currently 10 weeks out from competition. So we're gonna go through everything. Every meal, what it consists of, what I'm eating, why I'm eating it. I'm gonna kind of run you guys through as much as I can. So let's go straight to meal one. Actually, before we do that, I have to apologize because I haven't got like a haircut or my beard. Everything is just a mess right now because we're in prep, and obviously when I'm prepping, that just moves to the back. It's not a priority. Right now, I don't need to be like well groomed every single week. Every 2 or 3 weeks, I'll go and get a haircut, freshen up, everything like that. But the priority is training and doing the work. You know, anyone who's been through it, I'm sure they can relate, and they can tell you that, or if you've been through it, you probably understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, without further ado, let's go into meal one. This is gonna be the first meal of the day that I eat every single day. It doesn't change. At the end of this video, I'll put the full meal plan up on the screen so you can go through it, but I'll just go with each meal as I go. So we have 2 eggs, we have 75 grams of oats, we have 2 scoops of WPI, 50 grams of raspberries, 15 grams of almond butter, and that's the meal one. So it's relatively low carb, protein, the basics. On the eggs, I put turmeric, which is a spice which has benefits for lowering inflammation. I put cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper boosts your metabolism, so it's going to keep your metabolism going throughout the day, help you stay in that fat burning state that we want right now. Black pepper on there for taste, and also black pepper is a natural diuretic, so if you're holding any water, it's going to flush that out. And yeah, that's meal one. I got water here. Usually I'll drink a greens powder with my water, but I need to buy a new one. So there'll be like 1 scoop of greens powder in here, and I'll drink that every single day. Yeah, so that's meal one. I'm starving right now, so I'm gonna eat this. I just came back from doing cardio, so I'm hungry, and it's gonna be a good day. So I'll see you guys for the next meal. Okay guys, so we're up to meal two. This is gonna be 250 grams of rice, 150 grams of chicken breast. And then the next meal after this, meal 3, which I'm not gonna show because it's gonna be right before the gym, is the exact same thing. It's just gonna be 350 grams of rice and 150 grams of chicken breast again. So the reason being is the meal before my workout is always gonna be slightly higher carbohydrates than everything else because you gotta fuel that workout. And then everything else is slightly lower because obviously we're in a deficit, we're in a dieting phase. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna let it digest. I'm gonna eat that meal, and then we're gonna go for the workout. I like to get at least 3 meals in before I train. So that's just how I feel best. If I haven't had 3 meals in, I feel like my stomach is still a bit empty and I don't have enough like oomph to get through that workout. So try and get at least 3 meals in, train, I'll come back, I'll eat my post-workout meal. I'll show you guys that one. So I'll see you guys for meal 4. And yeah, this is meal 2 and 3. Right here. Okay, so we just got done training. Back, hamstrings, glutes, biceps, and rear delts. So it was a big session. And this is meal 4. Meal 4 is gonna be 500 grams of Spud Light potatoes and 100 grams of chicken breast. So the chicken breast is under there somewhere. But as you can see, I have this big bowl of potatoes. And the whole point of Spud Light potatoes is they're like 20% less carbs than regular potatoes. So I can eat this whole bowl of potatoes and I can give myself the illusion that I'm somewhat full, or I'm eating a lot of food, like a lot of volume, but I'm actually still in a deficit, I'm still dieting. So this is a pretty good meal right here. There's only 44 grams of carbs right here, even though this is actually gonna be quite pleasurable to eat because I'm eating a big bowl compared to just having like that much rice or like a tiny amount. And yeah, there's one more meal after this. We'll have that and then call it a day. So yeah, it was a good session. Training was good as usual, you know. I mean, when you're dieting, you have some bad days, some good days, probably more bad days than good days, to be honest. But you kind of just, it's to be expected. So you're not in a surplus of food. You're not growing by any means. So you're not gonna have those 10 out of 10 sessions where you're just hitting PRs or breaking records or lifting insane amount of weight. You're kind of just, you're still lifting heavy weights. I'm always training heavy, and I'm trying to maintain the weight that I've built up to in the off season. So I'm not dropping it down and lifting like nothing. I'm still keeping the same weights, but it's just not the same experience because you're not beating your rep range or weight every week. You're just maintaining, holding on for dear life to keep all that muscle tissue while you cut down and strip off the fat. So yeah, but other than that, I'm feeling good. Another day in the books. I'll check in with you guys for meal 5, and yeah, later than I was expecting. This is gonna be meal 5, last meal of the day. So I was just out with some friends. They wanted to catch up, they wanted to see me. It was my birthday not too long ago, so they wanted to see me. And unfortunately, everyone was hungry, so we stopped at a burger joint to eat. But you know how it is. I gotta stick to the meal plan. So everybody ate, and now I enjoy my meal, and then I'm gonna hit the hay. So this is the last meal of the day. We have 120 grams of cream of rice or rice flour. A lot of people aren't too familiar with this, especially if you don't compete, but it's basically just rice flour mixed with water, boiled with protein powder. And now we're gonna chuck in 1 banana, 15 grams of dark chocolate, and that's it. Protein, carbs. My meal before bed is going to be slightly higher carbs, like the pre-workout meal, because you want to keep stress low, cortisol, fatigue, everything low, so I can actually get a good night's sleep. Because yeah, sleep has been suffering lately, and I don't know, if you can go to sleep with like having a low carb meal, then you know, that's amazing. But most people won't be able to, because you just wake up hungry in the middle of the night, and your sleep suffers a lot. So we're gonna mix this up and call it a day. So thanks for coming with me on this full day of eating. I hope you guys got to see a little bit of the inside of what I'm eating on a day-to-day basis. I'll put the full meal plan right here on the screen so you can see exactly the calories and the totals and everything. And yeah, that's my full day of eating on a training day. So stay tuned. If you want more, let me know. What else, we'll do some more stuff. And yeah.